am Dr. A. Bharati Lakshmi, Head and Assistant Professor of IT Department from B.V. Vaniya Perumal College for Women, Virudhunagar. So, before entering into fundamentals of VB.NET, let us focus on what are the things today we are going to discuss. First, let us have a look on how to declare the variables and constants. Then, let us move on to the operators. So, these are the two things we are going to discuss today, how it is going to perform. Okay, let us get into. So, first let us see what is variables and constants. So, variables is nothing but variable that can store more than one values. That is, it can hold dynamic values. In a single variable, we can hold more than values during the execution of the program. So, but as the value can be changed, but the name of the variable cannot be changed. This is variable. And coming to constant, it stores only a static value. Only a static value can be assigned, but as well as the variable, the name of the constant as well as the value cannot be changed. These are the difference between the variables and constants. Okay, these variable and constants can be declared using a data types. That is, the variables and constant we have to assign to which value, to which data type the values can be assigned. So, for that, let us know a concept of the data types. What are the data types available in the .NET? So, these are the data types. One is integer, long, short, byte, double, single, decimal, boolean, char, date time, string and object. So, these differs in types of the size of the variables, size of the data type. So, integer holds, it has a size of 32-bit number. So, this is of numeric data type. Under numeric data type, we have three data types. One is integer, long and short, that differs in the size only. So, 32-bit, long is of 64-bit, short is of 16-bit number. So, coming to this byte value, this holds the binary data. That is, it holds only zeros and ones of values, and it has only of ASCII characters. It holds only of ASCII characters value. So, next coming to double and single decimal. These all comes under the floating point values. So, double have a huge floating point numbers. Single, just a single precision floating point numbers will be that, the values of that, and decimal have a very large floating point numbers. So, next coming to this boolean values, it holds only boolean values. Only the boolean values of two types, one is true or false. So, it holds only a 60-bit number. Next coming to character, that is of single character. So, only it holds the value of a single character. For example, char, the data type will be char. So, if you have assigned a variable as a character, if you have declared the variable as a character, so it can hold the value of A, B, C or 1, 2, 3 inside a single code. So, only only a single character can be assigned. Next coming to string, it have a alphanumeric data. It can be of, for this string can be declared for if the variable holds value of sentence or words that is more than one character, we can declare the data type as a variable as a string data type. Next, date and time, this is to perform some date and time operations, or it holds a date and time information. If you want to hold date and time information in a variable, you can assign this variable as a date time data type. Next, object, this can be of any data type. So, just object is a keyword to assign a variable, and then you can create using a new which data type to be declared. So, let us have a focus on each one. So, first let us see the rules for naming a variable. So, here, first rule is it should begin with a letter, and it cannot contain a period, that is a dot value that cannot be assigned for this as a variable name. So, it must not exceed 255 characters, and it should be unique within a scope. Today we will be seeing of the scope of the variable. There I will be explaining that. Next, moving on to the declaring variables. So to declare a variable, we have a dim keyword. Dim keyword is used to declare a variables. So this dim statement syntax is given below. Dim variable name. What is the variable name we need? So variable name as the type. So this as type is optional. If it is have not been given, default the variable name data type will be assigned as a string data type. So here below the declaration of the variable as well as the initialization has been explained. In declaration, just the variable will be declared. In the first statement, see dim ivar. Here ivar variable is declared, but as the data type haven't given, so default it will be of string value. So the string blank value will be assigned. So just a variable is declared. In SVAR it is declared, but the value has been assigned as hello. So in third statement, ivar1, ivar2 as integer. So here as specifying as integer, the data type will be the integer data type. Initializing, see for initializing first declare and then I have initialize the value 25 to that variable. That is the initializing, or we can say assigning value to the variable. So in third statement, see in the same statement declaration as well as values has been assigned. So dim ivar as integer is equal to 25. Next we had seen object. So through object we can declare any data type we have seen. So for that this new keyword is used. So see here dim inta as object. So inta is an object. So in the second statement we are declaring which data type it is. So for that inta is equal to new integer. This new inta, this inta will be a object, that is a class of integer. So through this inta we can use of any methods that presents in the integer data type. So this can be done in a single statement also, that is dim ints as new integer. It's not necessary to declare it as an object and then creating using new keyword. We can do in declaration statement itself. Next, nothing keyword. This is used to represent the default value of any data type. Only it will assign it. If you have assigned a nothing variable to the data type, that is to the variable, then it gives only the default value of that variable. It reinitializes to its default value only. See, in example, we have assigned a value for inta variable as 20 and it has been incremented plus 4. So the inta value will be of 24, but after that we have assigned inta is equal to nothing. So what it will go back to this default value. The default value will be assigned. So the default value of integer is 0. So a 0 value will be assigned to this inta. Next, explicit declaration. In explicit declaration, it can be declared implicitly as well as explicitly. That is, a variable can be declared explicitly or implicitly. So without declaring a variable, if it is used, it is implicitly declared. That's what. So see, in our example, it has been inco has not been declared. So it is implicitly declared as an integer because the value it assigned is 20 into 5. So 20 into 5, 100. So 100 comes under the data type integer. So some numeric data type, integer, long or short. So it will be 20 star 500 will be comes under the short data type. So it will be declared as short or integer data type. So this can be mentioned using option explicit statement. So if this option explicit has the values on or off, if it is on, explicit declaration is necessary. If it is off, implicit declaration will be done automatically. So defaultly it is on. Okay. Then scope of a variable, it defines the visibility of the variable throughout where only the area where the variable can be displayed. So this can be of two types. One is procedure level variable and next is the module level variables. So throughout where the values of the variable can be accessed. So in procedure level variables, it can be accessed within or the procedure only. It cannot be accessed throughout the program. So this is referred as a local variables, and the procedure module level can be declared, can be referred as a global variables. So this local variable, see in our example, sub my procedure. This is a procedure created by the user, and under that str has been declared as a string and the value has been assigned as hello. And if I use message box str, only within this procedure the string values can be displayed as hello. So outside the procedure, my procedure, if we access this str, the variable cannot be accessed, the values cannot also be accessed, as well as throughout the module the str cannot be known. So coming to this module level, see the declaration should be done above the procedure, that is within the module the declaration has to be done. And this module level variables can also be classified into private and public. If it is private, only within the module it will be visible, and if it is public, throughout, that is across any module, number of modules, the variable values can be accessed. See in our example, we have first declared a private variable. So throughout this module 1, the value string can be accessed. But coming to this public, if it is public in module 2 also, this string value can be accessed using the module values. Then declaring a constants. We have seen everything on variables. Moving to constants, we are focusing on constants. So here the keyword used is const. C-O-N-S-T. So const name, as type. So this here also the as type is the optional. So default value will be string, or whatever the value you are assigning, that will be the data type if the as type is omitted. Okay, see in our example, const cd as integer. So this is an integer data type, so it should hold only the integer value, that is numeric value. So it has been assigned as a 25. So next dim ivar as integer. So if ivar is equal to 1000, then message box show discount offered is cd, that is cd is a constant, so it will show us 25 there. So 25% will be displayed. Next, okay, we have seen about the variables and constant. Next we are moving on to our operators. So this operator are used to perform actions on data, and that actions can be classified as mathematical, assigning values, comparing data, and binary calculations. So here a is equal to, this equal to is the assigning operator used to assign the values to a, and 15 plus 30 is the operation. In that a mathematical operator plus has been used. So moving on to the types of operators, it can be classified into arithmetic, comparison, or logical or bitwise operators. Focusing on arithmetic operators, it performs all mathematical calculations. The arithmetic operators are listed below, that is plus to perform addition, minus to perform subtraction, star to perform multiplication, slash. In the slash, in our .NET framework, we have the backslash operator also. This have a unique system. Just a slash will divide two numbers. This backslash divides the two numbers but returns only the integer point number. That decimal point will be neglected. So next is the power operator. It is used to perform the power operation. Next, coming to the comparison operators, this compares the two types, two expressions can be compared, or single expression can be compared. So here the operators can be of relational operators, is operators, and like operators. The relational operator compares two numerical values. So numerical values can be compared, and the operators used as less than, greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. Then not operator is represented by both less than and greater than symbol, and equal to identify whether the two expressions values are equal. So this comparison operator overall for any operators, it returns only a Boolean values, whether the values are true or false. Then is operators, it compares two object references. It is used to check if they are identical, and it also returns a Boolean value. Like operator is used to compare two string expression. Two string values will be compared. The values will be compared in case sensitive. Next is the coming to this logical or bitwise operators. Logical or bitwise operators, some of the operators are and, or, not, XOR, and also, and or else. It is used to perform the logical operation, that is more than two values of Boolean values can be compared. So AND operator, it performs AND logical operation, that is it returns true only when all expression returns the true values. In our example, X and Y have 40, 30, Z is 20. So assigning the values using the bitwise operators, that is X greater than Y and Y greater than Z. So X greater than Y is an expression and Y greater than Z is an expression. In the using AND operator, we are comparing both the expression. So X greater than Y is true and Y greater than Z is true. So here two expressions returns true values. So if you are using AND, if both conditions are true, then the result will be true. So it returns true value, but in the condition next, Y greater than X and Y greater than Z, that is false. Where it is false, it is not greater than X. Y is not greater than X. So as it is false, it returns a false statement. And OR operator, the similar to the AND, that is it is opposite of or AND operator. It returns true if any one of the expression return true. So here consider the same example. Here for X greater than Y or Y greater than Z returns true because two values are true. But in the second is one, Y greater than, this is false, but Y greater than Z is true. So in this condition also it returns true. Next, NOT operator, this performs only under single expressions and it gives only the opposite of the value. Boolean value, what the expression returns, that opposite value will be assigned. So in our example 40, 30, 20, so X greater than Y, if it is not, that is X greater than Y is true, it returns true, but not of true is false. So result will be assigned as a RES variable will be assigned as a false. In the next condition, it is assigned as a true. Okay. Then coming to this XOR operator, it is returns true if any one of the expression returns true values. It returns false if all the expression returns same value, that false. Okay. Then AND also operator, this comes under the logical operators. This is used to perform, that is, as we have seen in AND operator, bitwise operator, this AND operation check the both expressions if it is true. Here this AND also what it will do, it checks the first expression. If it returns false, then it will be considered as a false, because for AND operator, if both the values are true only, the result will be true. So if first value is itself false, it is considered as a false statement. So it will returns a false. It won't check the second expression if we use this AND also operator. This OR else operator, so it is the same as the one. It also check if the first expression returns true, then the second expression won't be evaluated. So finally we can have the precedency in which order the expression will be evaluated or executed. So first arithmetic operators will be executed, next comparison, then logical bitwise operators. So this arithmetic operation, under arithmetic operation also the power gives the first precedency, then star and slash, then backslash, then plus and minus. Comparison operator equal to, not equal to, then less than and greater than has the same precedency, then greater than or equal to, less than equal to, like operator, then is operator. Finally, the logical or bitwise operator, first precedency is given to not, then and also, finally R and R also. These are the things we have focused. First we had focused on variables and constants. Variables and constants. Next we had focused on the operators, the types of operators, and also we have focused on the precedency. Finally, let us have an example for operator precedency. 2 plus 3 star 4 plus 5. See, here we have shown the multiplication is the first precedency. So first the 3 star 4 will be multiplied and then only the plus operation will be performed. This one, and the same minus 8 plus 5. So plus and minus have the equal operation. So equal precedency. So 7 minus 8 will be minus 1. Minus 1 plus 5 will be 4. This is the one. In this order the execution will be done. Thank you all. Thank you.